Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 3 is now out for you guys to go and watch. This episode is the continuation of the Mugen Train arc. If you guys have seen the movie, they are adapting this, and this is the third installment. The first episode was completely new stuff, not even in the manga. So it was awesome to see. But this time we are recapping what happened in the movie. I'm telling you guys my thoughts on episode 3. Let me know in the comments below. What did you guys think of episode 3? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Especially down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me as well. And don't forget to click subscribe. And let's just get straight to this review. Okay, so episode 3. Look, last week's episode was a complete recap of the movie right up until when they just fall asleep. That was all that. So if you've seen the movie, you have seen everything that happens in that episode. Coming into episode 3, I was hoping that they were going to expound upon certain elements of this episode. For instance, I thought we're going into dream sequences now. We're going to see Rengoku's dream, Tanjiro's dream, Zenitsu's dream, and Inosuke's dream. So I thought to myself, I would really like them to really go in depth in certain people's dreams, give us some more backstory, some more things, especially Rengoku. I think we could have seen a lot more about his dream, and I was really excited that they were going to add a few things, because sometimes when they do these recaps of movies, like we saw in Dragon Ball Super, they do add things. Unfortunately, not this episode. We get a complete rehash of this whole movie in this episode again. So basically, this whole episode is from when they fall asleep to the last episode to Tanjiro realizing that he's got to do something to wake up. That's where we're at. That's that whole bit. So if you've seen the movie, you've seen this again. There's nothing new. Maybe the music, I'd have to go back and watch Mugen Train again to see if the music was the same in the scenes. Otherwise, that would probably be the only thing different, would be the actual score itself. But everything else is identical, all the same. But nevertheless, I love Mugen Train, the movie. I absolutely love it. It's still my favorite movie of the year so far. So I don't mind seeing the recap. And again, seeing this episode, this was one of the most powerful things, the whole scenes in the movie. This is one of the most powerful ones. And I think this episode, again, is just so powerful. It's mainly a huge character arc for Rengoku. There is some character to Rengoku, but mainly for Tanjiro. And Tanjiro's dream is so devastatingly sad, but so powerful at the same time. Rengoku's dream is absolutely brutal as well. That to me was just, it's insane. Like the way that his father is to him, and then how the way he is to his brother, it's just so brilliant. Like, how can you have a character that is absolutely disowned almost by his father, told that he will amount to nothing, to then going to his brother and saying that he still believes in his brother, and no matter what path he goes, he will support him 100%. The guy is just a fantastic character. You can't hate Rengoku. And I always love to see Rengoku on screen. Just love it. Can't get enough of him. Hurry up and give us the Rengoku spin-off. We all want it. We want to see it. Give it to us now, please. When we go to Tanjiro's dream, wow. This dream, it just makes me so emotional all the time. Like, it's so powerful. Every time I watch it in Mugen Train, I get emotional. When I was watching this episode, I got emotional again as well. It's so powerful. Why is it so powerful? It's because this is a dream. So if you guys have watched Demon Slayer, which I'm taking most of you guys have watched Demon Slayer. Otherwise, you've just been spoiled the whole entire season 1. Tanjiro survives. But anyway, if you have, you would know what happened to Tanjiro's family in the first episode. And it's sad. So in this dream, he is forced to relive with his family happily. And that's what Emu does. He gets you into those dreams so that you believe it's so realistic and that it's something that you want. And we all know Tanjiro wants his family back and to live happily ever after. And it's so powerful because he's going through the emotions of being back with his family. And he's even saying, this is what it should have been. This is how it should have been. And it is so incredibly powerful when he then finally realized, when his sister wakes up in the real world, like comes out in the real world, and basically headbutts him to try and wake him up and starts bleeding, which is absolutely hilarious. I just love it. Like when she starts crying, it's just so, I don't know why, it's just so funny. And then she uses her blood demon art, and then he in the dream lights up with that pink flame, and he realizes, wait a second, I can smell her blood. Because we all know Tanjiro has this unique sense of smell where he can smell scents of like demons, blood, and stuff like that. So he can smell that Nezuko is hurt. So he is trying to wake up, and as he's running, he runs past her in the dream. And she's not a demon, she's a human being. And this is where it's so freaking powerful, because as a person who has lost someone, if I'm in this situation and I don't know what's real and what's not real, and you have someone that you've just lost, or your whole family, matter of fact, right there, and you're happy with them, he just wants to turn around and go back. And I think it's so powerful because he's just standing there facing the complete opposite way. They're all behind him. And he is just basically like saying like how he wants to be there with them. But I mean, it's just so powerful when he says those lines of, I've lost them now. And he just takes a step and walks forward because he knows if he turns around, he will not come back. He will stay there and he won't be able to help his friends. But he takes that step forward and just continues on. It's so powerful. The will that you have to do that is incredibly strong. And that's what makes Tanjiro such a great character, is he realizes there's nothing I can do. They're gone now. I've lost them. The only thing I can do is remember them and live for them. And it's just so powerful. It's so fucking powerful. Again, freaking goosebumps now just thinking about it. It's just so incredibly good. And then his father turns up and in ghost form and basically says, draw your sword. There's something you have to cut. And I tell you, if you've seen the whole movie, you know what happens next, man. It ends with Tanjiro pulling his sword out and he's like, I have to cut something. I know what I have to do. It's insane. The willpower to do this, even if it's in a dream or not. And even he says, if this has any effect on the real world, then there's no do-over. This is it. If this doesn't work, I'm gone. Like if there's any consequences in real life, I'm gone. He puts the blade up against his neck and he starts screaming. Next thing you see is blood everywhere. If you've seen the Mugen Train movie or read the manga, you know exactly what happens. And it's some brilliant writing, and the way that they were able to put him in that situation to where he has that willpower to do that. Because you don't know if it's reality or a dream, or if you're going to have consequences in the real world from this dream. Like you may cut yourself in the dream and then you may wake up and you may have that cut still. He doesn't know. And to have that willpower to just go, you know what, I have to do this. It's incredible. It's so good. I love this episode because I just love the movie, and I'm so like happy just to see Rengoku and see this story told out again. It's incredible. But I get it. It's a complete rehash. So if you've seen the movie, I still recommend see episode 1 because it's completely new. It's not even in the manga. So check that one out, definitely. Their next 2 episodes, episode 2 and 3, you don't have to watch. You can skip over because it's just a rehash. So I'm hoping that they're going to add something, but I'm starting to think they're not going to add anything, because the next episode is going to be what he starts fighting Enmu. So that would be episode 4. And then episode 5 would be him destroying and beating Enmu. And then I take it the 6th episode will be... Yeah, well, if you guys haven't seen the movie and you're just watching the season, I won't spoil the next episode. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash down in the comments below. Smash that like button for me. Click subscribe. I'll see you all next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.